O.J. Simpson always had a knack for being in the spotlight, and on June 17, 1994, that is exactly where he was.
This is a Channel 5 News special report. There is a rather amazing story developing in Los Angeles this hour, where California Highway Patrol is in pursuit of a white Ford Bronco, a car that was reported to be one that might contain O.J. Simpson and a friend earlier today.
In order to fully understand the impact of the trial of O.J. Simpson, officially the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, we must first look more closely at the events leading up to the trial itself. In 1991, Rodney King, a black construction worker, was severely beaten by the LAPD. The beating was recorded on camera and led to public outrage. When the 4 officers charged in the beating of Rodney King, who were all white, were found not guilty, riots ensued, leading to 50 deaths and over 200 injuries, plus over $1 billion worth of damages. This event brought into the public eye the racism that existed in the LAPD and caused lots of civil unrest. The video allowed people to visualize the extent of the police brutality. This was something that was still very much present in the conscience of the public when the bodies of Nicole Brown Simpson, O.J.'s ex-wife, and her friend Ronald Goldman were found on June 13, 1994. It became apparent over the next few days that O.J. Simpson could be a potential suspect in the case. On June 17, 1994, O.J. Simpson was officially charged with double murder.
A warrant for the arrest of O.J. Simpson, charging him with the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Lyle Goldman. Mr. Simpson, in agreement with his attorney, was scheduled to surrender this morning to the Los Angeles Police Department. Mr. Simpson has not appeared.
After not turning himself in, the LAPD found O.J. to be in a Ford Bronco with his friend Al Cowlings, also known as AC, as 95 million Americans watched from home, turning away from entertainment on a Friday night such as Game 5 of the NBA Finals or many other options to watch the O.J. story unfold. O.J. eventually surrendered at his home inside the building after the chase. Over the months to come, many Americans watched the trial very closely, leading to memorable moments. Over 150 million viewers, which was over half of all Americans at the time, tuned in to see the verdict.
In the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder.
The unprecedented way in which the trial was covered led to many memorable moments and helped pave the way towards the 24-hour news cycle that exists today, where there is constant news coverage throughout the day. During the trial, O.J. Simpson's lawyers focused mostly on going after Detective Mark Furman, who was known to be a racist and was also one of the first cops to show up at the scene of the crime. Along with sloppy handling of forensic evidence, O.J.'s lawyers made the case that O.J. was just another black man who was a victim of the system that was to get him. The prosecution's case was based on forensic evidence matching blood found at the scene to O.J. In addition, blood was found on his Ford Bronco and inside of his house. A bloody glove found in his yard also matched one found at the scene of the crime. Despite the very compelling evidence linking Simpson to the scene of the crime, Simpson was ultimately found to be not guilty by the jury because his lawyers created reasonable doubt based on the sloppy handling of forensic evidence and the idea that the system was out to get O.J. Simpson. The juice once again was loose, and people across the country had many varied reactions, split mostly along racial lines. Many white Americans thought that he was guilty based on the forensic evidence, while many black Americans felt that as though O.J. Simpson beat the system that was set up against him and celebrated. In conclusion, the trial was the perfect storm to culturally transform America as a well-liked Hall of Fame football player charged with a gruesome double murder at a time when racial tensions were high, all combined to make an unforgettable trial that Americans still can't entirely agree about today. The trial created a desire in America for constant news coverage and reality TV, and was so significant that it is still discussed today, nearly 25 years after, leaving everyone with one question on their mind. Did O.J. do it? To conclude this documentary, we brought him the juice himself. O.J., did you do it? Did you kill Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman?
Absolutely, 100%.
Going to answer that question.